Hello, wrestling fans. It's been some time since I've done this, but it's Step Through the Ropes, Volume 36. Now, back in the early 1990s, Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado, made his way to the World Wrestling Federation in the year 1990. Kerry, of course, from the famous Von Erich wrestling family. His brothers Kevin, David, Mike, and Chris wrestled, and along with their dad, the legendary Fritz Von Erich, and with the exception of Kevin, may they all rest in peace. And Kerry, of course, was a NWA World Heavyweight Champion, a big star in World Class Championship Wrestling. But in 1990, he made the trip up north to the World Wrestling Federation. Not sure if it was his actual debut, but he first appeared on WWF television, defeating Playboy Buddy Rose on Saturday Night's Main Event, which aired in July of 1990. And then a month later, he replaced Brutus the Barber Beefcake at SummerSlam's pay-per-view, defeating Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental Championship. And when the match was actually made, I know Perfect wrestled on Superstars, Kerry came out and made the challenge to him, because Perfect originally was going to face Brutus Beefcake, but Beefcake was in that boating accident, which derailed his Beefcake's career for a number of years. And Kerry made the challenge, and then a week just before the SummerSlam, I think it was the weekend of SummerSlam, where that was announced on TV that Perfect had accepted the challenge. And Kerry defeated Perfect to win the Intercontinental Championship to a huge reaction from the crowd at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I was so thrilled that Kerry had done it, because, I was able to say I watched him and his brothers down in World Class Championship Wrestling before he made it up to the WWF. And, of course, also during his time as Intercontinental Champion, Kerry, I remember getting this in the mail, Kerry appeared on the cover of the WWF magazine with the Intercontinental belt over his shoulder. From there, Kerry's reign only lasted 3 months, but he actually he defeated Haku on Saturday Night's Main Event, which aired in October of 1990. I think it aired October 13th, 1990. That's when it aired, when Kerry defeated Haku, but lost the belt back to Mr. Perfect at a Superstars taping, thanks to the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Kerry would join forces with Legion of Doom and the Ultimate Warrior to defeat the Perfect team of Mr. Perfect and Demolition to open up the 1990 Survivor Series. Kerry would get rematches with Perfect on house shows. Also was working with DiBiase until like early 1990. Kerry was in the 1991 Royal Rumble but didn't eliminate anyone. Kerry defeated Dino Bravo in the second match on WrestleMania 7, and the surreal thing about it is that 2 years later, both of those men died a month apart. Kerry, we'll get to, of course, Kerry had committed suicide in February 1993, and a month after that, Dino Bravo had been murdered. As I said, Kerry beat Bravo at WrestleMania 7. Kerry did house shows against the Warlord. He would win battle royals and challenge Mr. Perfect for the IC title later in the show. Kerry opened up SummerSlam 1991, joining forces with The Dragon, which was Ricky Steamboat, and the late Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, as they opened up that show, defeating Power and Glory and the Warlord. From there, Kerry, at Survivor Series that year, joined forces with Sergeant Slaughter, Tito Santana, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan in a not-so-great match, defeating Colonel Mustafa, a.k.a. the Iron Sheik, Hercules, who substituted for Big Bully Busick, who had recently left the company, the Berserker, and Skinner, not the principal on The Simpsons. Kerry was in the 1992 Royal Rumble, but didn't eliminate anybody. And I don't know if it was Kerry's personal issues that resulted in him because he was like starting to put people over. He lost to Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. He lost to who else did Kerry lose to? Was losing to started losing matches, and I believe it was in the summer prior to SummerSlam of '92. Kerry was released from the WWF, and in 1993, my understanding he had either violated probation or something with the law, and Kerry was looking at jail time and ended up committing suicide at the young age of 33 years old, and that was just like 2 weeks after his 33rd birthday when he had shot himself. I mean, I think, looking back on it, I think Kerry had a good run in the WWF. It wasn't the greatest. I mean, he didn't go too bad after dropping the Intercontinental Championship, because he went from working with Mr. Perfect to Ted DiBiase, and I don't know. I could say he started to like fall down the pecking order after his house show run with DiBiase ended. I mean, sure, he won at WrestleMania 7, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series in 1991, but really wasn't doing much in '92 and then he got released. I mean, it was a seemingly short run, but again, I was glad Kerry made it up there and did what he could despite the prosthetic foot that he had put on him after his motorcycle accident in the '80s. What did you guys think, Kerry Von Erich in the WWF, his time there from 1990 to '92? Do you think it was a flop? Could have been better? Could have been more? Let me know what you think in the comments. And I sure hope I can get going with more Step to the Ropes topics.